Because on this day.
Well, it's the first day of September.
September.
Now, I need to get a ruling from the Septemberists out there. Mm-hmm. And maybe Ed Brass, the king of September, could weigh in on this. Everybody is spelling it with one P. I would spell it
September?
with two myself, yes.
No, the band spells it with two P's.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
That's why I'm saying it should be with two P's.
Yeah.
And everyone else is spelling it with one P.
We don't need Ed to weigh in on that. It's just obvious it's two P's.
It should be two
Those
P's.
people who are spelling it with one are wrong.
Well, then I would say to Ed to get his people in line.
So...
I mean, now that I lobbied to start, September with Neil Diamond's September Morn, but I was overridden.
Neil Diamond does do a song called September Morn as well.
That would have been good.
But
too.
I don't like that particular Led Zeppelin song much. It's about
I
the
knew
Hobbit.
it. Even Led
It's about
Zeppelin
the
Bill
Hobbit.
has to find something wrong.
It's about the Hobbit.
So?
It's dumb.
So Ramble On. Do you hate Ramble On?
It's just, I think there are many. I have a Zeppelin fact of the day coming up, too. So, and I will have one every day because I work, Gina. I do work and research. And so I'm allowed to not like a certain Led Zeppelin song.
This is my favorite.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites.
Oh, really?
My wife does not care for Led Zeppelin. And I said one day, but listen to this one. Mm-hmm. And she said, I hate that one in particular. I just don't like
She
it.
hates Fool in the Rain in particular?
Yeah. She just said, I think it's just it hurts my ears for some reason.
It hurts my ears.
Yeah.
Not
Wow.
even that she doesn't like it. It hurts her ears.
That's really unfortunate.
I was riding in the car with Muhammad the other day, and we were driving to Huntsville, so we were in the car for a long time. I'm listening to all kinds of different songs while we're driving, and he's on his phone, TikTok.
This is not Muhammad the prophet. This is Muhammad, your
my
son.
Yeah. And Ramble On comes on, and I'm not kidding. He put his phone down and stared out the window the entire length of the song, just listening to it. And then the second it was over, he picked up his phone and started.
He's not too young to be dabbling in drugs. You might want to check that. You just might want to check
It's
that.
his favorite song. I love it.
See, and I think this is my favorite Zeppelin song.
The sun refused to shine, I would still be loving you.
Mm-hmm.
When mountains crumble to the sea, there will still be you and me.
Really?
Now, I'm getting a ruling here from Stephanie, who is on the council of September. She's a
I would
September's
defer to
council.
her.
And she's saying it's one P.
Okay. Because it's September, so the P comes from the September, not the Zep part of that.
I don't know.
Huh?
There's only one P in September.
Yeah, but if you're writing the name of the band,
But
It's two
you're
Ps.
smashing Led Zeppelin and September together. I'm saying the P obviously comes from the September part of that then, is the ruling I'm getting.
I don't. Okay.
I'm thinking two P's. All right.
Yeah, it's two P's. That if you look at the band, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm going with Stephanie on this. Actually, I think Ed has the final say.
Ed has the final say, and I don't think he's up. Otherwise, he'd be weighing in right now.
Well, listen, he's not
doing all
up
this
this
for
early on the
him.
first day of September.
Well, he was up at midnight posting about it, so
was he?
he had to ring in.
Oh, he got the 12:01.
Yeah,
All right, guys.
he had to ring in at 12:01. So,
Now the all-knowing suit has weighed
well,
in.
is he on the council?
I think so.
Yeah.
He said it's easy. September with one P is the common spelling. September with two is the traditional British spelling. You know.
I see.
Oh,
Well,
and
yeah.
and Ed Brass has weighed in.
Oh,
he
okay.
well, he as he tweeted last night. Oh, it was at 12:30, not at 12:01. But at 12:30 last night, he sent out a welcome September with one P. So Ed, the king of September, has spoken.
So September with one P, but the band just Led
With
Zeppelin,
two Ps.
Two Ps.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
that's-
glad we cleared that all up.
Well, that's what I thought all along. But then it got confusing for some reason. It didn't have to get
We
so
can
damn
set that
confusing.
aside now.
Yeah, no, I like Fool in the Rain a lot. And then I just heard rock and roll the other day for the first time in a long time. And that's just incredibly good. I love that stuff. Anyway, hi, how's it going?
Hi.
I had a long day yesterday, but I was on the road yesterday, braving the
road.
world of COVID.
Did you have to get out of the car at any
Bunch
point,
of
or were you
times.
just
Yeah, I was in and out of the car. I was in the company of people. I was,
How did you feel about all that?
well, you can't, as tempting as it is, you can't stop living your life. And there was just stuff that I had to do.
Yeah.
And so I had to go out and do it. But I kept thinking, don't get too close to me. But I was in small rooms with people sometimes.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
hard.
Now everyone was masked.
You were an extreme masker.
Yeah, that's me. An extreme mask.
I'm copping to being an extreme masker.
Yeah. I'm going to I'm going to start wearing my mask at church even.
Well, your prophet has asked you to, and the king of September would agree. But here's something that will cheer you up.
Oh, that's like an egg muffin.
That's
A
homemade.
homemade?
A homemade egg
Egg
muffin.
muffin, though. Look at,
Did your wife just bring you that?
she just brought me that.
Yeah.
See, that's why I like working from home.
She never brings you homemade egg muffins to the office.
Not to the studio, no.
But Kerry's. I see his lunchbox, and I know. I think Kerry's wife packs his lunch. You can just tell.
Well, I put it all in there, but she's prepared it before.
Yeah.
So I technically pack it.
You
but she's
assemble it.
I assemble it. Yes.
Yeah, it reminds me when I was a little kid and I used to work with my grandfather in the summers, and so Grandma would always prepare us lunches, and we would sit and have our lunch at noon and listen to Paul Harvey on the radio. And
That sounds wonderful,
yeah,
actually.
it was. And me and Grandpa, and then we'd get in there and we'd see what wonderful sandwiches and leftover cake and boiled eggs and just all kinds of stuff. And
All right.
listen to Paul Harvey.
Well, let's officially start the show after these.
Okay,
'Cause
we'll do your...
the sooner we start it, the sooner it's over.
Absolutely. So we will do your check-ins at 877-602-9696. Coming up, we will officially begin the show. We'll have your Zeppelin fact of the day for September, and we will, enjoy your company. So check in, 877-602-9696.
Scott Hale Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
Call them now. Well, don't call them now. I mean, you'd probably leave a message at 801-264-HALE. That's 264-HALE. But get your air conditioning tuned up, get your furnace tuned. It's really getting time.
It is time for the furnace tune-up.
Yeah, furnace tune-up. $39 I know on the AC. If you need to have your AC or your furnace replaced, $350 off at Scott Hale. Discount for any kind of service they're doing. And Scott Hale is in the midst of a very, very busy season, and they always need HVAC people. So if you want to learn to be an HVAC person, join Scott Hale's team. You can go to scotthale.com for a full list of open positions. They're a hail of a company to work for. And also just call Scott Hale if you need any kind of HVAC work. It's 801-264-HALE, Scott Hale.
I was yesterday. I was at I was at a business. I'll tell you, I was at a business called Total Health and Fitness, who I believe we're going to be doing some commercials for. So I'm out there talking to the folks and everything, and I get done with my business at Total Health and Fitness, which is in Draper on 123rd South, and I'm just about to leave the building where Total Health and Fitness is located, and a woman walks in and walks up to the desk and says to the lovely receptionist at Total Health and Fitness, "Hi, is this Total Health and Fitness?" To which the receptionist, being a nicer person than I am, said, "Why, yes, it is." And that the woman said, "Oh, okay, good. I'd really like to apply for a job." Now, if it had been me as the receptionist, when she walked in and said,
Yeah.
"Is this Total Health and Fitness?" And I probably would have been nice to a point and said, "Yes." And when she said, "Oh, good, I'd like to apply for a job," I would have said, "Don't bother."
Exactly.
Because you apparently can't read the signs all over the building. You didn't read the big sign over the door before you walked in. You didn't see the sign on 123rd South, blazing across the building, Total Health and Fitness. You didn't see that anywhere. I'd just as soon you not apply for a job. Thank you. Goodbye.
You think she was being ironic? Because the signs were
No.
everywhere.
No.
No. The receptionist did say she's way nicer than I am, but it was probably true. I don't think she was just trying to be nice. She said, "Well, we're not hiring right now." I would have just said, "Don't bother." God. Oh, shit. I'm just sitting there and looking at this going, really? I'm not a nice person, though.
No, you're not.
No.
Okay, it's 6:20. Let's get this over with.
All right, and then we'll go to your check-ins after we officially begin the program. And also we have your Zeppelin fact of the day coming up here for September in just a second. So call us, 877-602-9696, and be a part of our September festivities. Gina?
Katurbis Dodge is now Young Dodge Layton. New name, same great service and selection of vehicles. See selection online at Young Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.com. Think Young, think Layton.
And by the way, you can see me at one of these Young Layton dealerships on Friday. I'm going to be there live.
Oh.
I think 4 to 6 p.m. And I believe it's the Volkswagen. Young Volkswagen in Layton is where I'll be. So if you want to come by and say hello, keep your distance, okay? All right, the moon is, it's on the wane, 29.7% of full. We'll have a new moon on September 6th. The next full moon will be on September 20th. The moon will set today at 4 performers, and he was looking for a drummer and a singer. And somebody said, we got to go see this singer. His name is Robert Plant, and he's in a band called Hobbs Tweedle.
Oh.
A band named
It's about
Hobbs...
as British a name as you could possibly imagine.
Oh, no, excuse me. It's Hobbs Tweddle. There's only one E. Hobbs
It's
Tweddle.
even worse.
That's different.
Yes, it is. But Jimmy Page, they went to a club and heard Robert Plant sing, and Jimmy Page said, yeah, that's
That guy, that's the
That's
guy.
There's your Zeppelin fact of the day, brought to you by the Radio from Hell show, starring the Lords of Morning Radio, Kerry Jackson, me, Bill Allred, and of course, Gina Marie Barberi. Katie for short is our producer. She's there in the studio. You can see us all, by the way, if you've really got the stomach for it, at x96.com/live. And let's see, Miriam helping out today. And our newest intern, Cameron Diaz, is also here, I believe. So let's get on with it, shall we?
Yes, let's get it over with. Let's see, we need to start our check-ins with, let's go to James. Hi, James.
Oh, James, good morning.
Jim.
Morning.
Happy September.
James.
Can James hear us? I don't know if James
I
can
don't think
hear
he
us.
can hear
James?
us.
Oh, James. James cannot hear us.
It's one button.
Hello?
Hello?
It's just one button.
Hi, James.
It's probably the
Katie-
offline button.
Katie, can you talk to him so he knows we're not ignoring him?
James, we're not trying to ignore you.
I can hear you now.
Good. Hi.
Okay.
James,
All right.
good morning.
Good morning.
Happy September to you.
To you as well. So, Bill, last week you mentioned Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew.
Yes.
My stepson is oddly obsessed with Mountain Dew, anything Mountain Dew, so I decided to set a reminder to buy it. Looked into it. It went on sale at 7 o'clock yesterday morning.
Wow.
It,
Were you
it was
first in
sold
line?
out by 7:05.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not surprised.
You didn't get any.
People
I did
got
not.
up at 7 o'clock to buy Flamin' Hot
Oh,
Mountain
Gina.
Dew?
Gina, it's a drug. You have no idea.
It is.
Where,
It
James,
is.
where were you going to purchase this? Where was it
You could,
sold out?
you could only buy it from mountaindew.com.
Oh, I see. It was on. Yeah. I got
Oh,
it.
you weren't like physically in line somewhere. Okay.
No, just online.
Yeah.
I've even checked Amazon and eBay, and nobody's selling any extra cases yet even.
Yet.
Oh, yeah. Well, James, if you do finally stumble across some, let us know how it is, will you?
I don't know if I can try it. I can't drink 75% of Mountain Dew just because of how much yellow 5 dye is in it. So
it's
until I
'cause you're
see the ingredients, I
it's
don't
be-
know. But
it's
I'll let you
because-
know what Austin says.
Yeah, it's because you're immunocompromised. You can't have that yellow number 5.
Yep.
Yellow number 5.
All right.
Yellow number
Well, thanks for checking in with us, James.
Yeah, you guys have a great day. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
see
you,
ya.
James. Yellow number 5. You can't have it.
number
Do they? Is it still in it? I thought that
I
was
don't
made
know.
illegal. I have no idea.
No, I don't either. Is anyone else checking in at 877-602-9696?
Of course, Karen from Wendover.
Karen.
Hello, how are you guys?
Fine. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm on my way into Salt Lake. I got some kitties to take to the Humane Society to get fixed.
Oh, good.
What are they broken?
Yes. I just went past Clive, and I did not see Ed Brass or anybody out there. What's going on?
Oh, you have. September is a state of mind. I think Ed would tell you, and that you have to have the right. You have to have the right eyes to see the big celebration at Clive.
Ah,
Well,
okay.
you just didn't look hard
darn,
enough.
I thought I was missing out on it.
You need to. You know that old abandoned motel that's right there.
No.
Okay. Well, see, you don't. That's where they all are. They're in that abandoned motel.
Oh.
The eyes of
I'm gonna have to
Clive
go-
are upon them.
I'll have to go exploring.
All right. Well, Karen, thanks for checking in.
Thank you, Karen.
Thanks,
Have a
Karen.
great day, guys.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Let's see. Now we do have traffic now. Go ahead, Gina.
We do. I guess I should refresh this and give you the most. Karen obviously needs an update. She's on the
Yes.
road. Crash at the ramp 26 South at I-15 southbound. This is in Davis County. Left lane is closed there. That's the only thing UDOT is reporting. Teacher Emily is reporting that Mountain Dew also has vegetable oil in it, so that's gross. Jason from Cincinnati, Cicada Watch 2038. All clear so far. Back to you, he says. He's reporting in for us. Thank you, Jason, for that. If you want to report something, you can text it to us, 33986. If you want a better deal, go see Strong Volkswagen. Unlock stronger pricing at strongvw.com.
All right, we'll take a quick break here, and then coming up in the next break, we have not only big boy news and opinioendo, but we also have things that must go. Like I said, all in the same break. And then coming up at 7 o'clock, Bill.
Yes?
Bill went to
I went to one of those soda places.
those soda places.
Yeah. It was quite an experience.
We got that coming up. Stand by. Let's see. Fan X Salt Lake Comic and Pop Culture Convention happening September 16th through the 18th, 2021 at the Salt Palace Convention Center. Exclusive ticket discount for our listeners. Okay, so pay attention. Use the promo code RADIO20, RADIO20, and you'll get 20% off all ticket types, it says here. And, of course, the celebrities are lining up. You got the cast of Cobra Kai, which has been renewed for another season. The cast of Supernatural, the cast of Boy Meets World, MASH cast as well. Over 40 different celebrity guests. Christopher Eccleston, Adam Savage is going to be there. Ashley Eckstein, she's awesome. And, of course, the shopping that goes on the floor, the huckster's floor, I like to call it, where you can buy all kinds of amazing stuff. And then there's a kid experience for the whole family. So be sure to bring your kids to the Kids Zone and get hands-on experience with STEM-focused activities and a fantasy tea party and all kinds of things going on. So don't forget, when you buy your tickets at fanxsaltlake.com, use the promo code RADIO20, RADIO20, for 20% off all ticket types.
I was
okay.
worried you guys would hear. Mohammed ordered a duck call a while ago, and it finally arrived. So he's been walking around the house, tooting on his duck call.
Now, did he get that from the Duck Dynasty people? I hope
I'm not
not.
sure where he got. Here, I'll grab him real quick.
What's the name of their duck? Is it Duck Commander or something
I
like that?
don't know. Now, see, I'm trying to figure out why he would have a duck call.
Uh,
Now, I had
because
a
he's-
duck call growing up because we would hunt ducks.
He's been duck hunting.
Has he been?
Yeah,
Oh.
I think Gina's told us the story. He has been duck hunting with his uncle or something.
Interesting.
Yeah. No,
Because
this is,
so I have a passing familiarity with duck calls.
I think it's. I think the Duck Dynasty people, their company was called Duck Commander, but that's how they made their millions of dollars. Is with a duck with duck
With
calls.
the duck calls, yeah, that's how they made all their big
Okay,
money.
show him your
Okay.
duck call.
So
Whoa.
there's
No, wait.
Blow
First
in
of
it.
all, wait a second. First of all, I want to know what brand this is, Mohammed. What brand
Here.
of duck call is this?
yeah,
Bill wants to know what brand of duck call it is. Into the microphone.
It's a duck's waterfowl duck call.
Duck's Waterfall.
DUX is a brand.
DUX.
I see.
Okay.
Okay, one more toot and then go to school. Okay, have a good day.
Yeah, that's important. It's important that he have one of those.
I can do
He's
that.
my little hunter.
Yeah,
He's my little outdoorsman.
Carrie was wondering why he had it, and I said, "Well, I remember the story. He's been duck hunting."
He's been
Oh,
duck
yeah.
hunting. Okay.
I hate all of those people.
All right, let's get going here. We've got things that must go coming up in this break, but first, big boy news and opinioendo brought to you by.
Katrubis Dodge is now Young Dodge Layton. New name, same great service and selection of vehicles. See selection online at Young Chrysler Dodge Jeep.com. Think Young, think Layton.
Well, it is September 1st, and also on this day, it is Emma M. Nutt Day. Emma M. Nutt. Always celebrated on the first day of, this is a September celebration, not a September celebration. Emma Nutt was the very first woman telephone operator on September 1st, 1878. They said, you know what? Let's have a woman be a telephone operator. And they did. Emma Nutt. She loved her job and worked at it for 33 years. It's Emma M. Nutt Day today. Let's see. Oh, she always said, I'm very thankful that my first name isn't Ima.
Ha 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 ha.
She was a clever
Nutt.
woman, Emma M. Nutt. It's not. So Paul Stanley of Kiss said, I have COVID. We have to cancel the tour. I'm trying to get better. Well, Gene Simmons couldn't let that pass.
He doesn't like to be one-upped.
No, never.
He has. Well, Gene, you had an announcement to make as well.
I have COVID, and
Oh.
I'm doing it. And I have COVID bigger and better than Paul Stanley.
It's bigger COVID and better COVID than Paul Stanley. He says that earlier he had released a statement saying KISS will postpone their next 4 tour dates, not because of Paul Stanley's puny COVID,
No.
but because of the big Gene Simmons.
Apparently, Paul was pretty sick. He didn't go to the hospital, but he said, it kicked my ass.
I guess the whole band is like, everybody involved with the tour, they're all vaccinated. They're being really strict about it. They've been operating in a bubble, but
it's
see,
still...
the Delta variant will find you.
What does this tell you?
And Gene said, I've been vaccinated, and that's why I may be sick, but I won't get really sick. I mean, at least they're being positive messages about you should still get your vaccine because we're not ending up in the hospital.
But again, what does this tell you? They
That we
work in a
shouldn't be
bubble.
doing-
They've been very careful. They're doing everything right.
Okay, I'm not coming back to the studio. That's it.
Yeah,
I'm
it's the end of- it's the
staying
end.
home.
I'm with you.
By the way, here's just a quick story about Tom Cruise for you. The former editor of the New York Post recounted this story about having lunch with Tom Cruise, and as they were eating together in a restaurant, both of Tom Cruise's front teeth fell out.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. He said, we were drinking and talking, and the next thing I know, both of his front teeth fell out onto the tablecloth right in front of me.
Well, that's embarrassing.
He said, I remember feeling speechless at the time. I mean, this is a face that's on posters all over the world, a good-looking guy, and then there are his front teeth on the table.
And did he say anything?
Tom explained that he was playing with his kids, Isabel and Connor, this was some years ago, who he shares with ex-wife Nicole Kidman, when one of the kids hit him in the mouth with a foot accidentally and knocked out his teeth.
Oh,
Wow.
He noted that Cruise looked around for his teeth, so he now has fake front teeth. He popped them back in. It was an uncomfortable moment, said the editor of the New York Post. An uncomfortable moment.
Ow.
All right, so coronavirus, has the Delta-fueled COVID-19 surge in the United States peaked, perhaps? The number of new daily U.S. cases has risen less over the past week than at any point since June, so that's some good news. But there's absolutely no guarantee that the trend will continue. Here in Utah, the rolling 7-day average of new COVID-19 cases is the highest it's been in 7 months. And I was looking through some of these stories about Spencer Cox and the legislature and talking about masks. And Spencer Cox wants to go to the legislature and say, we need to have mask mandates. We need to have a mask mandate. He's really sort of not, Governor Cox doesn't really have much power to do.
No, this is all up to the
it.
legislature.
So he's talking about going to the legislature and trying to work something out. But the Senate president, Stuart Adams, this is one of the Utah state legislators, and he says, well, I'm happy to listen to the governor and his ideas for reducing the spread of COVID-19, but I'm unsure that there's anything that the governor or the legislature should do right now. We already have a process in place that's working, said Adams. What? Working like how? COVID cases are rising in Utah, a surge fueled by the Delta variant. The state's intensive care beds are full. Officials report more and more school children are being infected, a data point that doesn't support Adams' assertion. Where in there is there anything that tells Stuart Adams that it's working? What they're doing is working.
Fox News and right-wing talk radio has not said any differently. So as far as he knows.
Well, and who is he to make these decisions?
He's no one.
I want the health department. I want the epidemiologists in the state to make these decisions. Health decisions for us, I don't want to be made by the legislature.
The head of Intermountain Healthcare Dr. Mark Harrison. He's the CEO of Intermountain Healthcare. And he has multiple myeloma, a cancer of the blood. And he was in a room full of reporters, and he's wearing a mask. And he said, I am reluctantly going to take my mask off here so that I can communicate with you better, but please be aware, if you're not, please keep your mask on. If you're not vaccinated, you should leave because you could kill me.
Yeah, I'm putting my life in your hands.
He said, I would normally avoid a group like this. I hope that all of you who aren't wearing masks aren't carrying the Delta variant, because if you are, you could kill me. This is serious stuff. He then urged all Utahns to wear a mask in public meetings. That message got to Spencer Cox, the governor, who said, well, it's been well documented how much I hate masks. Even, I was planning to burn my mask on July 4th.
Really?
But as much as I dislike it, I'm going to try and wear my mask more often, especially when I'm around unvaccinated people and immunocompromised people. I'm going to try just a little bit harder so that I can protect people, like Dr. Harrison and others who are immunocompromised or struggling, and even those who have chosen not to get the vaccine. Now, I won't be perfect doing this.
No.
And someone will take a picture of me and say, when I'm not wearing a mask.
Stop. There is no try. Why do you have to try to wear a mask?
And then he went on to say,
get out of your car, wherever you are, you keep the mask in the car and you put it on when you get out. It doesn't matter.
Cox went on to say, masks are not as effective as most of the pro-mask crowd is arguing. They're a tool. They have some impact. We now know something, probably not nearly as much as people think. So he's talking out of both sides of his mouth.
He's playing the
and
both
you can
sides
clearly
game.
see that because he's not wearing a mask.
Yeah. He's doing the both sides. You've got the anti-maskers and the extreme maskers.
Which is what he said, what is an extreme masker? Someone who wears a mask when they're out in public? At what point is it extreme? I don't understand this.
He even said in his statement
all.
that they are effective. He even said that they are effective.
I would like that person to turn to Spencer Cox and slap him. Slap him silly.
Only if he's not wearing a mask.
Yeah.
I just would like the definition of an extreme masker.
A Moab business contractor is offering a $10,000 reward for information leading to the arrest and conviction of the person or people responsible for that double homicide. Because at this point, there are no clues. There are 2 dead women and no clues. And so maybe a $10,000 reward will smoke somebody out. The business contractor, who wishes to remain anonymous, offered the sum to help solve what happened to 24-year-old Kylan Schulte and her new wife, 39-year-old Crystal Turner. The couple was living at a campsite near Moab, and they were both shot to death. Multiple bullet wounds in both people. Fellow Republicans have ripped Madison Cawthorn, ripped him a new one, over his, quote, insane threat of bloodshed in future elections. And finally, this quick story. Twix seasoning is real, and they want you to put it on chicken wings.
Twix seasoning?
Twix seasoning. It is, it's a new Twix shaker seasoning blend, and it's like, I get
the candy bar?
The candy bar, I think. And it's sweet, slightly sweet, chocolatey, little caramelly. But if you sprinkle it on chicken wings, it's delicious, they say.
I can kind of see this because there are places that have caramel chicken that have kind of a caramely, chocolatey. I can kind of see.
All right,
Twix shaker seasoning blend.
I'm willing to be the test person on this.
Good. Okay, good.
Test it on me.
All
right. Sports, weather, traffic.
Well, it's exciting sports for you, Bill.
What's that?
An overtime comeback victory sends the men's goalball team to the semifinals. USA men's goalball. Mm-hmm. This is that sport you were talking with Amy about.
Yeah.
No, with the bell in it.
Because they're blackout shades on the eyes because it's for visually impaired.
Visually impaired, yeah.
And so but the visual impairment varies from person to person. It's not everybody's completely blind. So they wear these blackout shades so everyone's on the same level, and then it's a ball with a bell in it, and it's played kind of like soccer, I guess, kind of like. But Team USA, Bill, that's
USA.
They're in the semifinals, so that's very exciting. What's also very exciting is we have a little change in our weather today. Chance of some thunderstorms, maybe even some lightning, that kind of thing. 84, so it's cooler today. And that chance of storms goes throughout the day into tonight. In the first part of tomorrow, actually, maybe even Thursday night, we have a chance for some more thunderstorms. So an unsettled pattern is what it looks like. Traffic, let's see what we have going on there. I'll refresh my UDOT website here, and I do that, and it doesn't tell me anything new, which tells me everything is moving well. Now, if you're out there commuting and see something that's not going well, and you want to share it with friends of the program, and it's safe for you to text, please send that in to us at 33986.
All right. Things that must go now, brought to you by
the Honda Summer Sales Event brings great deals to your Utah Honda dealers. See all the specials at utahhondadealers.com.
Things that must go on the radio from Hell Show.
These are things that are bugging you, oh dear friends of the program. Things that you just can't take anymore. You're sick and tired of them, and you need them to be removed from your life. So you think, I know what I'll do. I'll put these things down in an email, and I'll send them to Radio from Hell. And maybe if they read My Must Go on the air, it'll improve my life, and I'll feel better. And maybe even these things will disappear. So put Things That Must Go in the subject line, and then send your email to radiofromhell@x96.com, and we will begin. Gina.
Oh, okay, I'll start. This from our friend Tony. Good morning, lords and lady. My things that must go are, number one, conversations about tax policy during brunch. It ruins the fun of drinking mimosas.
That's true.
Number two, leather square-toed men's shoes. Many 1990s fashion is making a comeback via skateboarding or EDM, but these shoes are chunky and unflattering. Number three, Renee incorrectly answering the 1970s trivia question during Beat Gina. Carrie asked her, in 1974, which one of these groups won the Eurovision Song Contest? Mamma Mia! Her responding with the Rupert Grint experience made me, Fernando, and other Eurovision fans want to slap her through the radio and disqualify her from ever being the dancing queen in Waterloo. Carrie works really hard on those questions. He is an asset to Broadway media, a great leader in the kingdom of trivia, things geeky and radio. He deserves a gin and tonic served by Kerry Washington at staff meetings for his efforts. Actually, gin and tonic's more of Bill's drink.
That's more Bill's thing. Make mine a Moscow Mule when I'm there. Send that to the boss. Send this to the boss immediately.
Renee wasn't showing bad sportsmanship. It's the name of the game when he's using all these different ABBA references. Name of the game when she won. She's a super trooper, and the winner takes it all and didn't gloat on Gina by shouting, gimme, gimme, or money, money, money. Take a chance on me. Thank you for the music.
And Gina, thanks for pointing out that he was using a lot of ABBA references.
Well, people might not know what he's referring to. This from Don't Use My Name. What I'm about to admit is embarrassing. I know.
Okay.
Having a crush on someone at age 43 must go. What am I, an angsty teenage girl? What also must go is not being able to do anything about said crush because of stupid workplace rules. Listen, Jose, I know you feel the sparks too. Can you please just quit your job so I can go for it? Thanks for helping me with my love life and for letting me listen.
I'm glad she used my code name, Jose.
Jose.
All right, I'll go next. This one is from Please Do Not Use My Last Name. Hello, friends. The misspelling of names in emails must go. This often happens to people with uncommon names, many of whom are people of color. I have a very average name, Jen, spelled with one N, Jen. Yes, I have a coworker who insists on spelling my name as Jenn with two N's. I have worked with this person for more than a decade, and I have always spelled my name as Jen with one N. Please, people, notice how others sign off on their emails and use that spelling. It's an uncommon name. If it's an uncommon name and you know you have trouble spelling it, double check your work before hitting send. This is really simple and very basic, and it's a way to demonstrate. And, this may seem silly, but this is true. It's a way to demonstrate that you have respect for others. So, thank you for letting me listen and rant. Jen, Jen. This one says, please don't use my name. I work in healthcare, in a healthcare warehouse, and my thing that must go, or when you talk to your boss about safety concerns, again, this is a healthcare warehouse, and he tells you it's a top priority and then does nothing when you see safety rules broken all the time. Also, these coworkers who refuse to wear their mask when it's mandated, they must go. Also, movie posters that have actors' names but not directly above them. I guess that means the pictures of the actors. And then lastly, Gina being exasperated when Carrie and or Bill say that they haven't seen or done something that she's seen or done. Case in point, when Carrie said he hadn't seen Mrs. Doubtfire, and
I
Gina
can't
yells,
believe you.
"Really? Really?"
I do not see Mrs.
Gina.
Doubtfire.
Gina laughs, and she makes me laugh, but when she criticizes Bill or Carrie for something when she tries nothing new herself, it sounds kind of ironical. I love you, Gina. Thanks for letting me listen. Carrie?
That was a little harsh, but anyway. All right. First one thing that must go is from our house to yours. When Yelp says that some place is open and you get there and they're not open,
yeah, that's...
where can I leave a bad Yelp review for Yelp? You ruined a romantic brunch.
Oh.
I'll just say that. We found a drive-through hot dog on a stick, and that's what we were going to do. And it was Sunday, and they were closed on Sunday. All right, this one, this one from Zane. I've said it before. I'll say it again. People who seriously ask me if I have kids when I wear my Call of Daddy Fatherhood Ops T-shirt. So the shirt clearly says that he is a father.
Call of Daddy Fatherhood Ops.
Do you have kids?
Yeah. Do you have kids? When asked how many kids I have, I always say, I have 3, 2 are living. What must go is when they ask, what does that mean?
Oh, geez, really?
It's self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Things that must go, let's see. Not getting offered an ounce of help from family that live within a 20-mile radius after my wife had spinal surgery in October.
Oh, geez.
She won't be able to lift anything over 10 pounds. Our 15-month-old weighs 20 pounds.
Oh, man, that's...
Let's see, fighting my job, the airport is outside. It doesn't require me to be in the terminal. I don't go into the terminal. People calling me dumb for wearing a mask and being fully vaccinated. I hope when you get COVID, you don't go to the hospital and take a bed because you don't believe in COVID. There you go. Thank you, Zane.
Things that must go on the radio from Hell Show.
Traffic, Gina, please.
Oh, and we heard from Renee. She's like, I didn't know it was a Mamma Mia thing. Renee, you were wonderful. Thank you for playing Beat Gina. You are not a must go.
No,
Renee.
it wasn't
Crash southbound I-15 at milepost 315. That's 26 South on-ramp in Woods Cross. The right lane is affected there. And that's the only thing UDOT's telling me about. And what are you telling me about? I don't know. You can text us if you see something, and I'll pass it along, 33986.
All right, so we will take a break here, KXRK Provo, and we'll be back. Bill went to one of them soda places.
Oh, man.
And we got round one of your boners coming up. Stand by for all of that. Haster Games, you can go to HasterGames.com. They'd like you to go down to the store. The store's been there for a real long time, locally owned and operated, 6831 South State Street. Because Pokemon, Dungeons & Dragons, Magic the Gathering, all of that stuff is more popular than it has ever been. And the much anticipated Pokemon TCG set, Evolving Skies, is now available at Hastra. And they'll have all sorts of wonderful Pokemon products available. But act fast because they will go quickly. Magic the Gathering's new set, Innistrad Wild Hunt, is now available to be pre-ordered on their website at HastraGames.com. They'll also be holding a pre-release event for that set September 17th and 18th. And they've started carrying Card Fight Vanguard in store. They got more products coming, and for now they have multiple different starter decks for players. This is a new popular game. It's growing in popularity. So HastraGames.com. You can go and see them at their location, of course, 6831 South State Street. Hastra has it.
This one from Emily. Things that must go. My guilt. Allow me to explain. The year was 2008. I was a fresh-faced Mormon teenage newlywed whose older sister had landed her week in a local coffee house. The first week, one of our employees rolled up hungover or possibly still drunk and was subsequently sent home to sleep it off. I was new and we were short-handed. Up rolls an SUV, at the window rolls down to reveal the incomparable Gina Barberi. I was awestruck.
So is another Gina Barberi?
She orders a drink. A latte, I believe, with an extra shot of espresso. Yes, that's my order.
Is that it?
I take her order and proceed to produce my best hurried hot beverage. I pulled 3 perfect shots of espresso. I take all the time the growing line will allow to froth and mix. Make sure the lid is nice and tight. Stop her in. Out to the drive-thru window I dash with a smile, and away she goes, a vision of local celebrity and grace. My older sister yells back from the front, "What are these shots for? Should I throw them out?" I forgot to put the coffee in her coffee. I waited all day. I waited all day for her return. I waited for a call to speak with the manager. I thought maybe next weekend she'll come back and I make her a drink on the house. But the call never came, and she never came. I'm now a grizzled 30-something ex-Mormon and mother of 2 with under-eye bags and an anxiety disorder. I now know how much the caffeine probably meant to you. I thought I ruined your day with a coffeeless coffee. It's haunted me for more than a decade. I am sorry, Gina. Please accept my apology. Allow me to make it up to you. Can I buy you a drink sometime? Maybe a pair of those fluffy socks you're so fond of. Thank you for letting me listen and for allowing me the pleasure of serving you an albeit inferior beverage all those years ago. Long-time listener, first-time complainer, Emily.
How many years?
10.
2008.
Oh, my God.
Did you come to work? I seem to remember you coming to work and
Yeah.
then going, I
And
have
going,
nothing but
There's-
foam here.
There's no coffee in this coffee.
Here it is from 2000. I love that. I love this. Okay, it is 7:04, and we do have round one of your boners coming up. Big boy news, all on the way. Now,
Yeah.
these soda places, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
Most of them are drive up, and they're different names, different businesses,
Right.
and my Mormon friends refer to them as lovingly as Mormon Starbucks.
Yeah, for sure.
I have
That's
never
a good way to
I have
refer to it.
never been to one, and I said something on the radio about it some time ago that I keep meaning to go and see what it's like or sample the, and I kind of like the idea of it, but I've just never gotten around to it. But I've been in a neighborhood recently several times where I noticed that there is one of them, and I'm not going to mention the name of it, but there's one of those places, and it's a drive up. I think they do have a small little, you could walk in if you want.
Yeah, there's an area inside, but most people do the drive up.
So I've seen it several times, and yesterday I thought, okay, I'm gonna go. So I'm in the drive up, and they're busy all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And
It's a bunch of SUVs with moms taking kids to soccer practice, mostly, right?
Gina, I didn't really get out and question who they were. Well, actually, the line of cars I was in, the first, the one at the window when I pulled in was a cop car, it was a police officer, and then I think I was directly behind an SUV. And yes, the hand coming out of the window handed in 4 or 5 drinks.
Yeah.
But I pull up to the menu, and you order, remotely. Somebody comes on and says, "Hi, welcome to blank. How can I help you?" And this is now I've got to think we have a picture of the menu at x96.com/live, and hopefully they blurred out the name of the business.
Were you
but
overwhelmed with choices?
well, I looked at it, and she says, "Can I help you?" And I said, "I don't know." And she said, "What?"
See, most people have their drink. They know
Yeah.
their drink. They
have a regular, a go-to.
Yeah.
It's just like Starbucks. You go to Starbucks and you have your drink
Yeah,
order.
coffee.
It's the
That's
same
what
way.
I don't go to Starbucks. I go to a local place and I have coffee. But so I look at this and I went, but there are, I'll bet there's 100 things on that menu, at least 100 on this reader board. And she said, "Can I help you?" And I said, I don't know. I mean, just like that. And she said, "Oh, you're new, aren't you?" And I said, "Yeah." She said, "Well, maybe I can help." I said, "Okay." And she said, what soda would you like to start with? What? And I said, I don't know. Diet Coke. Okay, all right.
Okay.
Do you like coconut? I do like coconut. Do you like lime? Yes, I do. All right, I could make you something based on that. And I said, okay, great. That's what size would you like? 32 ounces. I said, that was way too much.
Way too much.
It did fit in the cup holder.
You
but
can barely hold it.
Yeah.
You can barely wrap your hand around
Yeah.
it.
And then she said, would you like anything else? And I went, what, you have other things?
Oh, please, come on.
And she said, look at the menu. I said, oh,
Cookies.
cookies, salsa, chips, all kinds of milkshakes, some kind of ice cream, I think, that you could just buy a quart of or a pint of, and ices and slushies and on and on and on. And I said, I don't know, give me one of those cookies. And so I get the cookie and I get the drink and I pull up to the window and they're very nice and they hand me the cookie, which was so sweet. And they hand me the drink, which was so sweet. But I said, it's a little overwhelming to look at your menu. And she said, I know. And we have a secret menu too.
Oh, Jesus.
Stuff that's not even on there.
And I went,
Jesus.
you what? A secret menu. I said, I don't
even.
I don't want to know anything about
My
that.
head's already too full of.
Now, as I looked at their website, they have everything there, and they have they said, here's our secret menu. So the wise thing to do, I'm sure, is to study this. Next, I'm going to try it one more time because I didn't really care for what I got.
There's so many combinations of things, Bill. I bet you could find a
Well,
combination.
that's what I'm thinking, but I'm going to have to sit in front of my computer, and you can pre-order online. I'm going to have to sit at my computer and kind of go through things and think, now what, maybe I might have to do this 2 or 3 more times until I find my drink so that I can then never go there again. Because I want to give them another chance. I really hated I didn't care for it at all. So
what was in it? Do you know what was in it? Did she tell you?
I don't know. Well, lime and coconut and Diet Coke, I guess. But I don't know. I'm not sure in what form that was. I mean, I could taste coconut in there.
It's just syrups. I mean, they just take and they squirt flavored syrups into your Diet Coke.
Well, no,
but it's more complicated than that.
I mean, I'm talking about your specific order, Bill.
Don't get mad at me, because my specific order, then I looked on the menu and I noticed that they have like coconut jelly or
That's what I was gonna say. They
goo,
have
not just syrup.
Cream, syrup.
Cream, coconut cream, and they had lime.
They have all those combinations. Yeah.
So I don't know what was in mine, other than a flavor of coconut and a vague flavor of lime. And I didn't like it very much, and but that's my fault, I guess. So,
well, I encourage you to go spend more money experimenting.
They have popcorn there.
Might I suggest you wait until after your suit-required events that you have coming up?
Oh,
because these things are calorie bombs.
Yeah,
that's really what this is all about. I mean,
I said Diet Coke.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's the scary thing, Carrie, is people get these, they get one every day or every other day.
Oh, I know.
And it's a drink. It's not a drink, it's dessert.
Oh, here they have puree shots. I think she put a puree shot of something in mine, because there was a.
It's a place that I'll take the kids for a treat once in a while. It's a treat. It's not, hey, let's go get a drink.
They offer you different levels of ice. You should love that, Gina. I
do like that.
Pebble ice.
Yes.
This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. They have every soft drink, I think, known to man. And
now, Bill, what if they had these sort of places like they do in Wyoming, and they could, put a shot of alcohol in it?
Oh.
Well, with the 32-ouncer, a shot would not do it. I would say if you give about a half pint of gin
then that might do
on top of that, might have been okay. But,
Napalm Allen says, I used to get a huge Mountain Dew miasma of some sort or another when I lived out there. I don't know how my body didn't reject it out of hand.
I don't get it.
And also people are concerned that you're cheating on Brian Cox by not getting your precious McDonald's slushie instead.
They do offer slushies, I noticed, as well. They've got everything that's bad for you. Everything that's bad for you at these places.
Yeah.
I just couldn't. I was overwhelmed. I don't know. Maybe I'll try it one more
Bill,
time.
it's not for you. How about we just say it's not for you?
Yeah, probably.
It's not.
I wouldn't recommend going back.
Okay, I won't. Thank you.
I mean,
thank you.
You
for
have
stopping
permission
me.
to not go back.
Thank you.
There are people who will do that whole Napalm Allen's Mountain Dew miasma thing, and have the cookie as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like,
and eat other things that day.
Yes, that should be your only meal.
And eat other things that day.
I was shocked. They can put beads in your drink. What is that?
It's boba.
Boba, yeah, like the.
It's too much.
It is too much, even for me. And I like that breakfast cereal. It's way too much sugar. All right. Traffic, Gina, please.
A friend of the program texted in and told us about an accident 21st South State Street at the light. The left lane blocked northbound. Thank you for sending that in. Some of you saying there were some issues up at Kimball Junction, but that seemed to be clearing up, so thanks for that. Also, crash right lane on Foothill Boulevard just before Wakara Way or Research Park by the University of Utah. Thank you, everybody that sent those in via text at 33986. If you see something, you can do it too. We like it when you do, because UDOT doesn't always have the most updated information. If you want a better deal, go see Strong Volkswagen. Unlock stronger pricing at strongvw.com.
Hang on, a drive-up soda place. There's a texter. A drive-up soda place served my 11-year-old grandson a Red Bull mixed drink. He said, "I feel amazing."
Oh, no, that's frightening.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, there you go.
Go ahead.
All right, bonus round one coming up. Here are candidates that you will be considering. Number one, we're getting pretty close to mob rule in this country. Boner candidate number two, the anti-vax mama. And boner candidate number three, getting a haircut can be a very serious matter.
All right, boners round one, big boy news, all coming up after these. Stand by, and let's Hoops Vision correction, HOOPES vision.com. You need your good vision to read the tiny print on that menu there.
Yeah, no kidding. And I've had the LASIK procedure from Hoops, and I didn't have any problem reading the menu. I had problem with what I got when I ordered, but make this a September to remember by going to Hoops Vision, $800 off the LASIK procedure now. Carrie mentioned the website, hoopsvision.com, HOOPES vision.com, and you can go there and make an appointment online. Your free, no obligation appointment. They will just make sure you're a good candidate. They'll talk to you about the procedure and see if you'd like to schedule, but no pressure. They also have really great financing offers. There's no credit needed financing. And special extended financing as well. They make it easy for you to get your vision corrected. Get rid of your glasses, get rid of your contacts. Call Hoops Vision, 877-30-LASIK. That's 877-30-LASIK.
I've neglected my fatherly duties all day today. I try to help with the homework. Now, my lovely wife here does it most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
I try to do 2 days a week.
Thursday's your day.
And Thursday's usually my day.
And here you are at work.
And here it is Thursday. Now, part of what we have to do for reading, for homework, is read for 20 minutes. So you guys all ready for 20 minutes of, of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
We could do 5 minutes. How about that?
He's on chapter 4.
He's on chapter 4?
But he was concerned that maybe we should start at chapter 1 so that everybody would...
I'd be lost if you started in the middle.
Oh, come on. We all know. Augustus Gloop, man. We all know.
We haven't gotten to Augustus Gloop yet.
Right.
Go ahead.
That's the name.
I'm Joe and a story set. Not very long ago, there used to be thousands of people working in Mr. Willy Wonka's factory.
Mm-hmm.
And one day, all of a sudden, Mr. Wonka had to ask every single one of them to leave, to go home and to never come back.
Wow.
But why? Asked Charlie. Because of spies.
Because of outsourcing.
Spies.
Oh.
Spies.
Spies? Yes. All the other chocolate makers, you see, had been grown jealous of the wonderful candies that Mr. Wonka was making.
Mm-hmm.
They started sending spies in to steal the secret recipes.
Bastards.
You editorialize?
Swearing!
Oh, God.
No swearing, Dad.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
People want to hear you read, I think.
What?
They want to hear you read.
Yeah, I was going to say, Bill, when Festus and I read, he reads a little, and then I read a little.
Yeah.
And...
All right, you want me to read a little bit of this?
Go ahead, read a little bit, sure.
Then something astonishing happened. One day, early in the morning, thin columns of white smoke were seen to be coming out of the tops of the tall chimneys of the factory. People in the town stopped and stared. "What's going on?" they cried. "Someone's lit the furnaces. Mr. Wonka must be opening up again." They ran to the gates, expecting to see them open wide. It was a request, sweetheart. I'm sorry.
People wanted to hear Bill read.
I don't know.
Oh, it's homework.
Oh, it's
all
homework.
right.
We
well,
better
okay.
get back
yeah,
to
we
that.
better
Okay,
get to it.
all right.
Get back to reading.
All right.
Get back to the sweatshop. Get sewing those shoes.
We'll get back to reading.
What?
Carrie needs some new Nikes. You kids get to work.
The scents of summer, barbecues, days at the beach, with your buddies, the smell of a man, a cologne that says,
I am a man. I am all man. I am very, very manly, dude.
Radio from Hell brand beer scented cologne. A little one-on-one b-ball at the playground, or working all day on your car in the hot, hot sun. A man wants to smell like a man. Radio from Hell brand beer scented cologne. Being a man is hot, sweaty work, and hot, sweaty work all goes better with beer. Radio from Hell brand beer scented cologne.